Okay. Oh, and we're back. We're headed to the Foundation to see what's going on. Guessing there's a smell of something. There's something dead in the Foundation, a varmint of some kind. Or more hiss. More hissy hiss hiss hiss. More of that damn dirty hiss. Oh, jeez. Hitting the boom mic. Hitting the mic.
Dark, quiet, trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti.
Ah, great.
So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
Wait, where do you see it? Oh, it's next to the fucking... It's pretty lazy, but okay. We found a door. We found a door. We found a door. What is the door all about?
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency.
Can't really see much. There we go. Looking a little cave-like.
Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
Very creepy. Very creepy.
Crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither. It's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How did we miss it? Northmore. Acting director in Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director, Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me, his bookworm son. The supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
So that dude definitely dies. As we are now dealing in a new... Bitch! Maybe that was no reaction, but that's bullshit. How do I get through? Where do I go? No. What do... Can't crawl in there? Are you crazy? Okay.
The Foundation. Bottom of the oldest hell. Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless she's dead.
Marshall.
Jesus. She
Marshall.
seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
Marshall on the hotline.
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place. And on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the Hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
I have a feeling that you weren't successful there, Marsh. Oh, Red Sandy.
Found their way down here too.
Solves that problem. Yeah, I got 3 ways to go. Are you gonna tease me with this one too? I'd bet my money on it. Oh, maybe not. Shifting fragment. That seems new. I don't remember that. Oh, shit. That was a bad run. Bad run. Goof run. Shit, that's also a goof run. Shit. It's not gonna work the way I want it to. Okay. Shit. Fine. Fuck it. I don't think I can go that way right now, and I won't try. Because that's how you end up a dead Aroski. Hope I find all the ash tapes, because I'm sure the ash tapes are pretty interesting. Making it probably setting up the story of why they don't allow people in here often. Boom. Hey, look at that, buddy. Oh, that dude just straight disappeared. That's the deep cavern. These other caverns, not deep caverns. Pretty shallow caverns, really. Reminding me of The Last Jedi. Hold on a minute. Am I... Okay, it is different. I was about to say that I was like a mirror universe again. Oh, what the hell? You're mine. What the fuck? How in the fuck, nuggets?
Guess we're using pickaxes now.
It's sharpened. Sharpened hiss. More lore. Cave paintings. At first I thought the cave paintings in the Foundation chronicled ancient humans' encounters with natural occurrences like weather, but it soon became clear they depicted events far outside the average human experience. Also, it seems it was wrong to assume these images are ancient. Radiocarbon dating suggests something impossible, that I've been down here longer than the paintings. That's absurd, though. The style and medium clearly indicate a Paleolithic origin. I was ready to conclude that an ancient community of humans lived in and around the oldest house. Now, with this information, I don't know what to think. Is one of our agents drawing these, or is there someone down here with us? This place has a habit of skewing my results, so perhaps the data is corrupted. Or perhaps some paintings were created at different times. The art does seem to chronicle not only the past, but also the present and possibly even the future. I see in them echoes of the board, some linear architecture, even what could be interpreted as a director. Are these paintings telling a story that is still being written? If so, who's writing it? Safety rails are not OSHA regulated now. Or OSHA approved. But more lore. More lore. Relocation order. This. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called on all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up into the house proper. Bureau brass apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Fucking Barry. Always pissing in the pit. All I know is... Oh, wait. I already read that. Northmore's ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between that entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Do you know that? We were breathing that shit in. Apparently Ash didn't want to leave. Ash became a fan. The tremors. Toxic geysers. Up here. What's up here? Curiosity is gonna kill this cat. What's up here? What the fuck? Wait a minute. Is there another one? I wonder. I wonder if that's going to work the way I think it will. Probably not. I gotta look out for geysers. Those are probably going to be in fighting areas. It's going to be bullshit. Like the fire pits and fucking, Princess Bride. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember Robert Ricardo fella we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls, with a strange black pillar in the center. Kind of looks like the one at the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened in there did a number on our guess. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we were careful to limit the guy's exposure to non-ordinary. The non-ordinary drugged him and carried him through the upper floor. Was a real hoot, by the way. But we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in repelling and orienteering than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost always end up dead or loony. We're making crazy people or crazy dead people. A little shiny in this room. Pladow. Consecutive kill boost. Okay.
The astral
Hey-o.
plane is cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
Cave blade. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Map up. I didn't know what I was doing. Really? Yep, it's always more effective to just throw shit at people. Got him. We're snipe throwing stuff. And boom! Explosive energy recovery.
I wish I'd brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
Marshall?
Uh-oh.
Marshall! You're alive! Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
I have a feeling that Marshall ain't here no more. Probably corrupted his Marshall.
Whoa. This place is huge.
Crossroads.
Marshall?
Makers of this
Can you
game
hear
were
me?
huge Britney Spears fans.
She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
Wow. Got these sweet cave paintings. Bullshit. Bullshit. Derivative. That. Now that I love. Hey, more lore. Okay, jeez, guys, come on. I want to get to the lore. Ley lines. Cracking in the ley lines, bro. More Ash stuff. 'Cause I'm a big Ash man. Or you heard it here first. For all my research into the oldest house ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge. Not coverage, idiot. I still don't understand why they converge here, at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they had to converge somewhere, Occam's razor and all that, but that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between this pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet, attracting them, polar north? Or is the pillar a product of the focused energies? A sprout nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power? Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in a much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in DC to aid my research. I suppose this is his way of saying he doesn't trust me to work on supervise. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. Hey-o. A lot of Nazi stuff now. When in doubt, bring in the Nazis. That's what we've learned in video games. Either as zombies or even Breaking Bad. When in doubt, bring in the Nazis. That's a spoiler for later seasons of Breaking Bad. Levitation ammo efficiency, something I've always had way too much of. What about this? What about here? What do we got in here? Okay.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that's structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me about some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Oh, we don't even know the rules.
Now I want a movie based on Ash. Base camp. Oh, that's a drop. Before I check out the pillars, just check around. Looking for collectibles and the like. The lore and whatnot. Foundation pillar. Now we're stealing from 2001, kind of. The pillar found on the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Freud would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature, but I am more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers. Structures within structures, the fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house or an intrusion within the heart. That heart. Or perhaps it's like a husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Trottier wrote, "The great architecture isn't built, it grows." But then why does this pillar look so different from the rest of the place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easier to see it as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. I wonder if the pillar is any more welcome here than we are. Let you revere it to enter.
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Okay. Destroy or create. Do you find it appropriate that the left side is create and the right side is destroy? I'll let you figure out what that means. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I feel like fracture is helpful when getting the stuff that's been embedded in rock, but this is going to help me see new places. That also might help me see new places by destroying it. Shit. I don't know which one to choose. I'll go left. I'll create stuff. Too early. Oh, shit. Terrifying. I just missed what the board said. Instant death. Wow. Alrighty. I now can create crystal stuff. Platforms, spikes, you name it.
Okay, let's review.
And I got
This
2 ability
broken
points.
pillar is called the Nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the Bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple.
She keeps using director, I
Ish.
think, too much.
You with me?
Okay. Trying to head down to base camp. I said this was the way to base camp. All dark. It is fun. Very fun. That one boss is complete ass, but it's pretty fun. Exclusive to grip. Ammo recovery on launch hits. Holy shit, that's gonna do great.